for getting the most out of what you want in life, but sometimes that's giving instead of taking. And the whole point of negotiation is to figure out what the other person wants and figure out how to get them the most of what they want, and instead of focusing just on what you get. We'll talk about that when we come back. I don't want to discard this sister relationship, and I certainly don't want to put Quincy in harm's way. We'll be right back.
When Quincy is with Christy, he's different. He missed a lot of school and he was tardy a lot. She bought him a game system. And so that is now his babysitter. And he sits and plays Call of Duty, which is a violent game where you shoot people and kill them. He went from playing sports to sitting in front of a video game all the time and depressed.
When we look at where a child should be, you look at several things, including, is there a safe environment? Is that environment stable? Are there elements in the home that shouldn't be there? Because we know that there are statistics that put children at high risk. Mm-hmm. The children with a bio mom who lives alone are 14 times more likely to suffer abuse, just statistically. Mm-hmm. So if a child is living with you, the biological mother alone, 14 times more likely. Okay? If children with a bio father who lives alone, 20 times more likely to suffer abuse, 20 times. Children with bio parents who are cohabiting but not married, 20 times more likely to suffer abuse. Children with a bio mom living with a man that's not the child's father, 33 times more likely to be abused. So if mom's got boyfriend living in the home, 33 times more likely that that child is going to be abused. That can be physical abuse, sexual abuse, whatever. And children living without either parent, foster children, 10 times more likely to suffer abuse. So a child is at higher risk, and the highest possible risk is if you got some boyfriend living in the home. I'm not saying you do. Mm-hmm. In fact, you don't, right?
Correct.
Okay, but somebody did get you pregnant. Are you in a relationship with this person?
No.
Okay. So he doesn't come around?
No.
Do you intend to raise this child?
I do.
So you're going to keep this child and raise this
Absolutely.
child? Absolutely. So you're going to be a single mom with 2 children, mm-hmm. and you're going to work mm-hmm. and raise these 2 children?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But your mother's taking care of...
My mom's probably, if she's watching this, has had a heart attack by now.
Yeah, why is that?
Because my sister just put everything on blast.
Yeah.
And I didn't even have a chance to tell her that I'm having another baby.
And the father of this child, is this the man that Quincy has seen you get into physical confrontations with in the past?
Yes, a physical confrontation.
Did this involve a knife?
No, and I don't know where she gets these from. And Courtney has a way of talking to children and making the children just excited to tell a story, and it's actually sad.
Did Quincy tell you that he saw his mother hold a knife to a man's throat and a man hold a knife to his mother's throat?
Quincy told me he saw a fight they were fighting with knives, yes, and that his mom had to climb out the window to get away.
I wish Quincy was here.
And well, I'm glad he's not. When did that happen?
Oh.
When did he tell you this?
When he was probably 5.
Okay.
So 2 years ago.
Okay. And you don't recall...
It never happened.
You don't recall a knife fight that you escaped through a window? Because you wouldn't forget that.
I wouldn't. What he saw was very unfortunate, and it had nothing, no weapons, no...
Did Quincy ever get kicked by a pimp?
No.
Did Quincy tell you he got kicked by a pimp?
Yes.
Did he use the word pimp?
No. He referred to the name. He said that he would kick him.
Mm-hmm. Let's take Quincy out of the equation for a minute. You're here. Is there anything I can help you with?
Some of the questions that I wanted to ask you that I will need help with is, how do I explain to Quincy some of the things that have gone on? What age do I explain them? Because he's going to find out about them. I mean, the tape is